everybody,
Yay.
It's Turnovision. Now that 2023 is over, we're going to tell you what we think. Conspiracy, plagiarism, controversy!
And our honest opinion about Eurovision 2023. Let's go!
Let's do it. Let's talk plagiarism. Let's start here. So some people think that Loreen may have stolen bits and pieces of her song.
They believe in it so much that they even changed titles of their songs to Tatoo to say like, hey, look how it was stolen. So what do you think about that?
Well, we took a listen.
It's hurting me. Now it's history. And the angels hide when the stars are... Не смотри, там стены, там слепые вены.
We checked out all of the accusations, and to be honest with you, I can see a few similarities.
Yeah, there are some similarities.
But nothing that would hold up, at least in an American court of law. We've had a few recent experiences with people like Ed Sheeran and things like that, and there's no way that those kind of accusations would hold up. So, did she plagiarize?
I doubt you will be able to prove it in court. If you can't prove it in court, then stop talking about it.
Next, conspiracy. Did Eurovision help set up Loreen to win because of ABBA's 50th anniversary? What do you think? I'll tell you what I think.
What do you think?
I think that it's a very plausible idea. I do. I think that it's entirely possible that that is exactly the case. It seems just far too convenient. Now, I'm not saying that I have any evidence of such, but there's a lot of really compelling arguments out there on the internet, and I think people are afraid to say, yes, I fully believe that. Well, I don't fully believe it, but I think it's a very good chance.
I don't believe there's like actual conspiracy, somebody paid to someone. I think it's more like there is like Eurovision bubble, like professionals that know each other who are related to Eurovision, right? They write songs for Eurovision, they make all those amazing staging, they help each other, and they quite open as part of juries of countries. And there is maybe like this bubble at the end that Loreen was so amazing that it's her time to win, and it's like the Sweden time to win. So I don't know if it's necessary what people like pay each other money and agree. It's just like the opinion that lived in that community.
At the very least, it's a non-zero chance that that's exactly what happened.
So what do you think?
Let us know. Next, the question is, should the jury be removed from Eurovision? Ooh, that's a hot button topic. Hot button. So, Loreen won Eurovision, but none of the popular vote gave her 12 points.
This feels a little bit unfair, right?
It does. It does. It feels like maybe the people's will isn't being enacted, which is the point of Eurovision.
Exactly.
Right? However, what happens if we get rid of the jury?
We'll get back to old times when different schemas with public voting is possible. I remember when people who paid money for students to go to another country, buy SIM card. SIM card was cheap those days, it was 15 years ago, and just call as many times as they can. I don't know what could be current public vote schemas, but they're possible. So you do need jury to balance it.
Yeah, I agree. I think, though, maybe not get rid of the jury, but maybe do a better job of assembling the jury. Maybe be a little bit more transparent on how the jury operates, who's there, and what their bias might be.
Maybe to have a bigger jury, not 5 people, and maybe to have more specialists in music and making shows who are not necessarily related to Eurovision, like kind of out of the bubble.
Certainly, something better can be done.
Yeah.
All right, well, on to a happier topic, maybe. We were able to vote for the first time as U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
That experience, I have some thoughts on. It was not cheap. Let's say that. Let's start there. If you voted, which we both did, in the semifinal 1, semifinal 2, and the final, that rocked up to about $120, 120 euros.
And it's more because there's some fees, like each of us probably spent like $80.
Probably. Did my people win? No. Did that make me want to vote again? Not really. That's going to be a hard call in the future.
Especially if you know that all your votes can be overridden by 5 jurors, you know? Like, you almost feel like it would be better to take this money and just donate to charity of your liking than just to waste on voting when it doesn't matter. Jurors can override it.
It's hard to argue. I think the money could be better spent.
Yeah.
Certainly.
What is good about it, we finally felt like we could participate.
Yeah.
Do you know who won from all the countries won? Or did you check those numbers?
I didn't. Who?
It was Israel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People need more hot stuff on Eurovision.
I think a lot of people wanted to see her dance. Who we like, who we didn't, and who really sucked this time. So, I'll start off. I think you know exactly who my favorite was.
Totally not Australian.
No. Voyager was a revolution for me. I listen to that song pretty much every day still. So they were easily my favorite. I thought that their performance was the best too. This is the most exciting. If you notice, Hannah Waddingham was up there dancing afterwards. The Eurovision Twitter channel said "Licensed to Thrill" about the performance. So it was undeniable that they were the most fun to me.
Who else did you like?
I really had an affinity for San Marino this year.
Oh,
I know nobody else did,
it.
but Like an Animal is one of my favorite songs that's come out all year. I listen to it
It
constantly.
makes me listen to it in the car all the time.
All the time. It was
It's
really
all
good.
shopping.
It's
So
really
much.
good. But I think the runaway hit this year for me, too, was Belgium. Gustav, what a fun song. I mean, I sing that all the time now, too.
Speaking about professionalism, can you imagine like unbiased jury who listens to Belgium this year and Sweden and gives Sweden 3 times better score than to Belgium?
Yeah, I don't see how that happened. Anyway, when the world got me going crazy, I carry on. Because I know I'm strong, and it's all because of you. What about you? What'd you like this year?
I really was impressed by Spain. If
Yeah.
I am a jury, probably that would be my number one from jury
I can
point
see
of
that.
view. That
Sure.
is just art, and nothing else.
Mhm.
From the public one, of course, it's
Train, what are we doing?
Yeah, that was amazing. That song's so much fun. So much fun. That
They
really
should
did deserve
win.
to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. I would have loved to have seen them, to
Yeah.
see that song go all the way.
There are many
so-
other things that impressed me. Ukraine did amazing performance. Staging
Yeah.
was amazing. And
Yeah.
being able to sing after you got a news that your town is bombed, it's insane to me. I don't know how I would be able to
can't
pull
fathom
it.
it. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine.
Estonia, really good performance.
Yeah.
Lithuania.
Yeah, I loved Lithuania this year.
Yeah,
Really,
who
really good
else?
stuff.
Of course, I love Croatia. Nobody understands this, but I do.
To be honest with you, I think the only one that I really didn't like from the finals was Loreen. I can't stand that song. I was just waiting for that top piece of the set to just fall. And I don't know. I couldn't stand that. I thought that she just, there's just nothing likable about it for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she won because everybody loves her. Not me. Sorry to
So
say.
I watched Eurovision from 2004.
Sure.
There was different winners. The one that I liked, didn't like, like different opinions that I like expect to win, but it was not my same. Even Måneskin.
Yeah.
I like Måneskin. I didn't like their song for Eurovision.
I agree.
Okay, no, it's the first year ever when I cannot even listen to the end of the song. I cannot watch performance.
Yeah.
Like all those nails, everything. It's just like so not my same. Who was your favorite Swedish performance from the evening?
I think that's pretty easy. That had to be Cornelia Jacobs. I'm pretty sure I reached a second puberty watching that video. Wow. She was one of my favorites from last year anyway. I loved her. I loved her song. Seeing her again this year and her performance was over the top. We were howling, screaming, having a good time watching Cornelia Jacobs. I would have loved to have seen if Sweden had to win. It should have been Cornelia. But
So our official Swedish winner this year is Cornelia.
100%.
Hey, what do you think about UK as a host?
Oh my goodness. UK as a host. Let's talk about how awesome that was. Let's talk about how, in general, respectful they were to the situation with Ukraine.
Exactly, yeah.
The postcards.
Oh my gosh, don't even start me. If there is an Oscar, then you should have a new category in Oscar, like best postcard. This is like my forever winner.
What a genius idea,
Genius
showing
idea.
us locations that match from the UK, from Ukraine, and from the country performing at that time. What a brilliant idea.
And how it was made. Oh my gosh. Technically, it was just amazing, amazing job.
Fantastic cinematic shots. Incredible, respectful tone throughout the whole thing. I think UK as a host set a really high standard that I don't know if anybody else is going to be able to touch. What a fantastic job. Not to mention that I actually love the hosts, the people this time. I'm a huge Hannah Waddingham fan. If you
It's
like
our
Ted Lasso,
second crush of the evening. It's Cornell, and she
is. Hannah was awesome. What a joyous, upbeat person.
Does that look of Melania
Shall
Trump?
we get back to the competition? I said, shall we get
No,
back
I want
the
to see Mel treading butter some more.
Wow, what a beautiful woman setting an example. I adored her. UK, well done. Well done. You really made that something special. Tell us about your thoughts on the whole of Eurovision 2023, who you liked, who you didn't, what you thought of the production, what you think of conspiracies, and all the maladjustments there. Let us know what you're thinking. We love seeing your comments. Thank you so much for another great year. We'll see you next time on Turn Up Vision. Bye.